This is at 78 Little Rock again with another video and more useful tips for you and your student when applying for financial aid and other college application materials. Today we're going to speak about the CSS Profile. That is the College Scholarship Service Profile. This is an application that is similar to the FAFSA application that we talked about last week. Hopefully you all followed my advice and completed your online application at fafsa.ed.gov over the weekend or even this past week. Again, remember, the sooner the better. Now also, the CSS profile is important just like the FAFSA, because what this particular application is for, it is the financial aid division of College Board. And as you know, College Board has been the hub of all of your students' data and other information like your SAT reports and registering for exams and things of that nature. But the CSS profile is generally required by many private colleges and universities to determine your eligibility for institutional financial aid like grants, loans, and scholarships. So you might say, well, that's the same thing that FAFSA is asking for. And true enough, it is, but the difference is the source of the FAFSA funds is the federal government. The source of the funds that come through the CSS profile is from the institution itself. So your student can be awarded aid on a different level depending on what university they are applying for and if they submitted their profile with their application. Just like you have an application deadline for enrolling into the college, you also have a deadline for the CSS profile. So please pay attention to the due date for that particular material while you are addressing the due dates for the application into the university as well. Now, the CSS profile uses your asset and income information as well as your students to calculate your expected family contribution, or the EFC, which is the minimum amount that your family will be expected to contribute to your child's tuition. It's important to remember that around 300 colleges currently use the CSS profile, and it's not just colleges that use it. There are some scholarship programs that use it too. So you have to be aware whether the university your child is looking to enter into requires the application. They usually have to make an update or submit a new application on an annual basis, just as you need to submit an application on an annual basis for FAFSA as well. You want to make sure you're doing that. Now, one main difference between the CSS profile and the FAFSA application is that in a case of divorce or separation or any situation where the parents do not reside in the same household, the non-custodial parent is also expected to complete their own information for the CSS profile. Now, they will look into the parent's financial situation and of course all assets, but they also take into account your family's income, medical expenses, as well as other circumstances that may affect your ability to pay. So if one of the parents is laid off or not working or battling a particular illness that may require an excessive amount of their income, they consider that when they make a decision on how much the institution will award your child based on the CSS profile data. So the important thing, though, I want to get the message out today is that your students could receive dramatically different levels of need-based aid from different schools. Again, it's just going to depend on your timeliness of completing the application. Don't wait until the child has already received the financial aid summary after they've been admitted into the school and then deal with the sticker shock of wondering why they weren't awarded more in scholarships or institutional aid. There is money there, and it's important that our students take every precaution and take advantage of every opportunity to secure those funds to finance their education. Stay tuned. Next week we will be sharing another topic and of course more information that you can use as you journey through this process. I wish you the best. Remember, again, it is important to complete your FAFSA application and pay attention to the deadlines for your CSS profile. Again, that is the College Scholarship Service Profile. Follow me at 78 Little Rock. That's 78 Little ROC. See you next week.